I created this maple bacon popover recipe because to me it's the perfect mix of something that is a true American food with a little twist of Canadian flavor. I was raised in Toronto, Canada, and I'd never had a popover until I moved to America about 20 years ago. I start by cooking down some bacon in a non-stick skillet. Take your time with this. You don't want it on really high heat because then it will splatter and that can be dangerous. But also you want to gently render out all the fat because you're going to use that fat later. It's a quintessential part of the recipe. When your little bits of bacon are nice and golden brown, you want to turn off the heat and separate the fat from the pieces of actual meat. I'm gonna let the bacon fat cool for just a minute, and then I'm gonna transfer it into a bowl. Now to the bacon fat, I'm going to, for good measure, add 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Part of the fun of popovers is how they pop over the edge of the pan. And to do that, you need a little bit of this fat that will be heated up at the bottom and help that process. With my oven preheated to 425 and the rack on the lower third of the oven, I'm gonna pop this popover pan right in. The oven's gonna get that fat nice and hot, and then I'll put my batter right on top of it. In the meantime, I'm gonna make the batter. It's a really simple batter and it comes together very easily. I'm gonna start with a cup of flour and a little bit of salt. I've got some milk, 2 more tablespoons of melted butter, a little bit more maple syrup, because I'm Canadian. Yes, I'm a giant cliche. And then 4 eggs. Pro tip, everybody wants to crack their eggs on the side of the bowl or on the side of a counter. Don't do that. You're much more likely to get a piece of the shell in the egg itself when you do that. Always crack your eggs on a flat surface. Then I'm gonna slowly and gently whisk in my flour mixture. And then the final step is just folding in those bacon bits that I rendered earlier. Now I'm gonna just pour the batter into a big pitcher so it's really easy to pour into those piping hot tins. Okay, hot pan, hot oil. I'm gonna take it out of the oven, and then into this hot oil-laden pan, I'm going to divide my batter. I'm only filling up the pan about 3/4 of the way so that there's room for the pop. Look at these beauties. They're perfect. I'm gonna brush them with just a little extra maple syrup. Ah, look how perfect they are. And you can see that the butter sort of pools in the center. They're nice and custardy and gorgeous, piping hot. They've already deflated a bit, but that's okay. Now, you can serve them at dinner, but I prefer to eat them right at the stove. That steam coming out. So good.